Welcome to Celeb Scene Central. Hugh Jackman's career has flourished thanks to his performance as Wolverine in the X-Men film franchise. His return in Deadpool and Wolverine reminded the world why he's been able to keep the character fresh over the course of 2 decades. But the actor's turn as another iconic superhero deserves its own mention. During an episode of Saturday Night Live, the thespian played Superman in a special comedy bit. In what actually looked like a good replica of the Fortress of Solitude, Jackman's Man of Steel wanted to find out more about his past. Hugh Jackman broke out his comedic talents as Superman on Saturday Night Live. It's well known that Hugh Jackman accelerated his star power by playing Wolverine in the X-Men movies. But did the Logan character that saved the world alongside Cyclops, James Marsden, and Charles Xavier, Patrick Stewart, have an embarrassingly cheap costume that resembled someone dressing up as Christopher Reeve for Halloween?
No, he didn't.
And that's what helps elevate the limited time Jackman was given as the last son of Krypton in the popular late-night show. Every version of Superman needs a father that can guide him against the forces of evil. Thankfully, even Hugh Jackman's amusing iteration got his own Jor-El, played by Saturday Night Live superstar and comedy icon Will Ferrell. Yes, the star of Anchorman had the responsibility of portraying the scientist who warned the Kryptonians of their planet's eventual fate. But that was perfectly fine for this episode of Saturday Night Live, because the awkward silences delivered by Ferrell helped carry the skit. Another wonderful addition to the Saturday Night Live joke is the inclusion of Maya Rudolph as Superman's mother. Every single version of the Man of Steel needs that relationship in order for the hero to feel emotionally attached to Krypton. The chemistry Rudolph has with both Jackman and Ferrell is brilliant. The dynamic between the family becomes funnier as time goes on in the short sketch due to how distinct the performances are. Sure, Tyler Hoechlin has had several seasons of Superman and Lois to define his own version of the character. But that was for a dramatic approach to the material. Jackman's portrayal was never intended to be taken seriously, and in the few minutes the star gets, he has plenty of fun with portraying the hero. Superman allowed Jackman to display his comedic talent on Saturday Night Live, a portrayal of the Man of Steel that is not often offered in the hero's portrayals across media. The other connection between Superman and Wolverine. More than 20 years after Hugh Jackman played Superman during an episode of Saturday Night Live, another connection between the Man of Steel and Wolverine would be established. Deadpool and Wolverine sent the heroes through different corners of the multiverse in order to fight against Cassandra Nova, Emma Corrin, and the Time Variance Authority. And when the MCU dives deep into the limitless possibilities of the multiverse, there's no telling who could appear to surprise audiences. Henry Cavill was shown as a variant version of Wolverine. The actor previously portrayed Superman in the DC Extended Universe. Some viewers were eager to see him make the jump to the MCU as the iconic X-Men character ever since it was established that Cavill would no longer portray the last son of Krypton. In some way, they got their wish. The performer was seen taking care of his motorcycle before attacking Deadpool with his dangerous claws. The appearance was similar to what John Krasinski pulled off as Reed Richards during the events of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Right when his legacy as one of the main characters of the X-Men franchise began, Hugh Jackman was happy to have fun with his appearance as Superman. Titles such as The Greatest Showman and Pan reminded audiences that, while Jackman looks great as a brooding hero, he's always been a theater kid at heart. If Avengers: Secret Wars finds a way to bring the actor back at some point, perhaps Wolverine could relax a little and take some advice from the talented man who portrays him.